Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on September 15th, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangum Langayate Girim Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Continuation of the compilation of Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Continuation of the chapter entitled Shuka sings the glories of Krishna, Sari sings the glories of Radha. Part 2. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.222.
ভট্টের যত্নে প্রভু সুস্থ কণ্ঠ দুর্গম বনে অঙ্গ ক্ষত হইল ভট্টাচার্য কোলে করি প্রভুরে সুস্থ কইল.
When the Lord rolled on the ground, sharp thorns injured his body. Taking him on his lap, Balabhadra Bhattacharya pacified him.
Balabhadra Bhattacharya was taking care of Lord Chaitanya.
Balabhadra Bhattacharya was taking care of Lord Chaitanya.
So when Lord Chaitanya in his ecstasy rolled on the ground,
So when Lord Chaitanya in his ecstasy rolled on the ground,
he had some thorns which injured him.
he had some thorns which injured him.
But he was not aware because he was in ecstatic love.
But he was not aware because he was in ecstatic love.
Balabhadra Bhattacharya cared for him.
Balabhadra Bhattacharya cared for him. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.223.
প্রেমাবেশে প্রভুর হরিধ্বনি কৃষ্ণাবেশে প্রভুর প্রেমে গর গর মন বল বল করি উঠি করে নর্তন.
The mind of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered in ecstatic love of Krishna. He immediately stood up and said, "Chant, chant." Then he himself began to dance.
Lord Chaitanya crying out, Bolo, Bolo,
Lord Chaitanya cried out, "Bolo, bolo,"
which means chant, chant.
which means chant, chant.
He himself danced in ecstasy.
And he himself danced in ecstasy. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.224.
কৃষ্ণ নাম কীর্তন প্রভু যাত্রা ভট্টাচার্য সেই বিপ্র কৃষ্ণ নাম গায় নাচিতে নাচিতে পথে প্রভু চলি যায়.
Being thus ordered by the Lord, both Balabhadra Bhattacharya and the Brahmana began to chant the holy name of Krishna. Then the Lord, dancing and dancing, proceeded along the path.
Hearing the pastime of Lord Krishna in Vrindavan,
By hearing the pastimes of Lord Krishna in Vrindavan,
Lord Chaitanya became filled with ecstatic love.
Lord Chaitanya became filled with ecstatic love.
He started to chant and dance.
He started to chant and dance.
Balabhadra Bhattacharya and the Saur Brahman chanted with him.
Balabhadra Bhattacharya and Sanodaya Brahmana chanted with him. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.225.
বিপ্রের বিস্ময় ও প্রভুর জন্য চিন্তা প্রভুর প্রেমাবেশ দেখি ব্রাহ্মণ বিস্মিত প্রভুর রক্ষা লাগি বিপ্র হইলা চিন্তিত।
The Brahmana was astounded to see the symptoms of ecstatic love exhibited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He then became anxious to give the Lord protection.
We can see that Lord Chaitanya exhibited symptoms of ecstatic love,
So we can see Lord Chaitanya, he exhibited symptoms of ecstatic love,
which were not visible normally.
which were not visible normally.
And Brahman was concerned how to protect the Lord when he's not at all conscious about his own body.
The Brahmana was concerned how to protect the Lord when he was not at all conscious of his body. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 17.226.
পুরী হইতে বৃন্দাবন যাত্রার পথে অধিকতর প্রেমাবেশ, নীলাচলে ছেলা জয়ছে প্রেমাবেশ মন, বৃন্দাবন যাইতে পথে হইল শতগুণ।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind was absorbed in ecstatic love at Jagannath Puri. But when he passed along the road on the way to Vrindavan, that love increased 100 times.
Lord Chaitanya was manifesting such ecstatic love in Jagannath Puri.
Lord Chaitanya was manifesting such ecstatic love in Jagannath Puri.
It's unimaginable that around Vrindavan, on the way to Vrindavan, his ecstatic symptoms 100 times more.
It's unimaginable that on the way to Vrindavan, the ecstatic symptoms were 100 times more.
Oh, Lord Chaitanya was fully conscious of Krishna.
So Lord Chaitanya was fully conscious of Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 17.227.
তদপেক্ষা মথুরা দর্শনে, তদপেক্ষা বৃন্দাবন ভ্রমণে অধিকতর প্রেম, সহস্রগুণ প্রেম বারে মথুরা দর্শনে, লক্ষ গুণ প্রেম বারে ভ্রমেন যবে বনে।
The Lord's ecstatic love increased 1,000 times when he visited Mathura, but increased 100,000 times when he wandered in the forests of Vrindavan.
On his way to Vrindavan,
On his way to Vrindavan,
ecstasy increased 100 times.
his ecstasy had increased 100 times.
When he visited Mathura, it increased 1,000 times.
When he visited Mathura, it increased 1,000 times.
When he visited the forest of Vrindavan,
But when he visited the forests of Vrindavan,
it increased 100,000 times.
it increased to 100,000 times.
It's beyond anything one can express.
This is beyond anything one can express. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 17.228-229.
সাক্ষাৎ বৃন্দাবন আসিয়া অনুক্ষণ গাঢ় কৃষ্ণ প্রেমে মগ্ন, অন্য দেশে প্রেম উছলে বৃন্দাবন নামে, সাক্ষাৎ ভ্রময়ে এবে সেই বৃন্দাবনে, অভ্যাসে দৈনিক কীর্তাদি সমাপন, প্রেমে গর গর মন রাত্রি দিবসে, শান ভিক্ষাদি নির্বাহ করেন অভ্যাসে।
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was elsewhere, the very name of Vrindavan was sufficient to increase his ecstatic love. Now, when he was actually traveling in the Vrindavan forest, his mind was absorbed in great ecstatic love day and night. He ate and bathed simply out of habit.
Lord Chaitanya, having the heart of Radharani,
Lord Chaitanya, having the heart of Radharani,
he reached Vrindavan, his prema increased so much that it's impossible to evaluate.
when he reached Vrindavan, his prema increased so much that it is impossible to evaluate. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.230.
প্রভুর ওই প্রেম অবর্ণনীয়, এই মতো প্রেম যাবদ ভর্মিল বারবন, একত্র লিখিল সর্বত্র না যায় বর্ণন।
Thus I have written a description of the ecstatic love Lord Chaitanya manifested in one of the places he visited while walking through the 12 forests of Vrindavan. To describe what he experienced everywhere would be impossible.
So you can understand from this, Lord Chaitanya in every forest is experiencing unique and different ecstatic loving signals.
So we can understand from this, Lord Chaitanya in every forest was experiencing unique, different ecstatic symptoms.
And the author, Krishna Chaviraj, is simply explaining one of the forests.
And the author, Krishnadas Kaviraj, is simply explaining one of the four.
But actually, you understand from this, in every forest, he was experiencing hundreds of times ecstasy, hundreds of thousands of times ecstasy.
So, but actually we can understand from this that in each of the forest, he was experiencing hundreds and thousands of times of ecstasy. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.231.
ভগবান শেষেরও প্রভুর বৃন্দাবন ভ্রমণকালীন প্রেম বর্ণনে অসামর্থ্য। বৃন্দাবনে হইল প্রভুর যতেক প্রেমের বিকার, কোটি গ্রন্থে অনন্ত লিখেন তাহার বিস্তার।
Lord Ananta writes millions of books elaborately describing the transformations of ecstatic love experienced by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan.
I mean, that the ecstatic symptoms, ecstatic loving symptoms of Lord Chaitanya
This means that the ecstatic loving symptoms of Lord Chaitanya
not even be expressed completely by Anantadev.
cannot even be completely expressed even by Anantadev.
Not to speak of by ordinary living entity.
What to speak of an ordinary living entity? Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.232.
এই পরিচ্ছেদে তাহার দিগদর্শন বর্ণিত মাত্র, তবু লিখিবারে নারে তারে কন, উদ্দেশ্য করিতে করি দিগদর্শন।
Since Lord Ananta himself cannot describe even a fragment of these pastimes, I am simply pointing out the direction.
Transcendental loving ecstasy that Lord Chaitanya was manifesting
The transcendental loving ecstasy that Lord Chaitanya was manifesting
is not possible to be described completely.
is not possible to be described completely.
So the author is saying he's simply pointing out a general indication.
So the author is saying he is simply pointing out a general indication. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 17.233.
কৃষ্ণ পৃথির গারত্বের পরিমাণ অনুসারে কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য লীলা বন্যার পর্শ, জগৎ ভাসিল চৈতন্য লীলার পাথারে, যার যত শক্তি তত পাথারে সাঁতারে।
The whole world became merged in the inundation of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One can swim in that water to the extent that he has the strength.
Lord Chaitanya's appearing on the earth,
Lord Chaitanya's appearing on the earth,
his visit to Vrindavan,
his visit to Vrindavan,
right, so that the whole world can be inundated in love of Krishna.
they show that the whole world can be inundated in love of Krishna
By his example.
by his example.
So people should be, by his mercy, tasting the love for Radha and Krishna.
So people should be, by his mercy, tasting pure love for Radha and Krishna. Thus ends the chapter entitled Shuka sings the glories of Krishna, Shari sings the glories of Radha. Under the section, the Lord travels to Vrindavan.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.